And this time I'm not going to hit the mouse. So, hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw. I'm Mike Lane with Pat McAfee and with Wade Barrett. And today Oscar's in a bye now. What do you mean Oscar's in a bye now? Wade Barrett says. Haven't you forgotten, Pat McAfee says, what Oscar did to Kairi did to Io Shirai, Haku Asada, and Rhea Ripley? I wanted to be in the ring because I want to get my hands on Cody Rhodes. Well, that's tough, Rhea Ripley says, because at the end of the day, you wronged us, and now we get even with you. Yeah, Io Shirai says, and at one time you were my friend. At one time I saw you as kin, but no more. And and Haku Asada says, I had on look for you, Oscar, for all the things you did in WWE and the TWF, but not anymore. If you want to go through Oscar, you gotta go through me, Kairi Singh says, and it's not going to be smooth. Well, I don't mind doing that because you don't have. I don't mind doing that. All right, Ric Flair says. Everybody get the shooter up here. I know that at the end of the day, I can't even stand up. All right, Ric Flair says. The way I look at it is kind of unfair. But Asuka, you brought this on yourself when you wronged Io Shirai, Rhea Ripley, and Haku Asada, if I'm saying your name right. So this match happens now. Woo! Ding ding. Well, now Mike Lane said we got the match going now, and hopefully this time we will not hit the mouse, which, shuts off the web shooter, which ends the film. And right now, it's not going to be good, for Asuka or Io or Kairi Singh, Mike Lane says. No, Asuka just told Kairi Singh, you do it. She told her, you do it. And now the Fight Keeper has to get in the ring now. Now, you do it now. And right now, Io Shirai takes down Kairi Singh and body slams her. And now Io Shirai did the moonsault that she's always known for doing. And she just tagged in her good friend, Rhea Ripley now, who is now did the riptide to Kairi Singh, Mike Lane says. This is so unfair, Wade Barrett says. Asuka should be getting in there. It is so unfair what happened to Kairi Singh. Asuka should be getting in there. She should be helping her. Yeah, well, Asuka seems to be the weakling right now. She doesn't seem to be that leader that everyone on looked. And Akoa Sakata taking down Kairi Singh, who's not doing very well right now. Pat McAfee says, I feel sorry for Kairi Singh, but not sorry anymore, because now Kairi Singh is choosing to do all the things Asuka tells her to do now. Here we go. 1, 2, and Asuka just broke it up. So now Asuka comes in. Now Asuka comes in now. Kairi, hold this bitch. You didn't get tagged in. Tag. Now I'm in. Asuka made a mistake. And she spit in Kairi Singh's eye leer instead of that of Haku Asada, who just picks up Asuka and now, taking her down now. Sakata down on Asuka. Will she get the win? We'll see. Mike Lane said. Pat McAfee says, oh great, great. Kairi Singh's seeking to come back in the ring now, but now Rhea Ripley just riptided Kairi Singh so she couldn't break up the 1, 2, 3. And Io Shirai is doing that crazy moonsault, did an Io Shirai out on the walkway. But very few folks are going to see it. Pat McAfee says. Oh, this bad, Wade Barrett says. No, you can't let this happen. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Shit. Here is your winner. The team of Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai, and Hikaru Asada. Well, what I would like to know from this one, Pat McAfee says, is that how is Asuka, going to deal with losing not only one match, but 2 matches, Mike Lane says. To be earnest with you, I don't know how she's going to deal with it. But I can guess not well. But I can tell you right now that Asuka is going to take it, and Kairi Sane are not going to take this lying down, They're going to come back from it. Wade Barrett says. You could be right about that, Pat McAfee says. That could happen. But as of right now, Asuka is a 2-time loser, and Kairi Sane, even though she isn't as bad as Asuka, but choosing to do all the things Asuka tells her to do, and freely choosing to give in to all of that, well, at the end of the day, that just makes her bad, too. Well, so you're saying you're going to tell me that you don't have any kindness, any forgiveness for this. You think it's right. I said Kairi's choosing to do all the things Asuka tells her to do, so no, do not feel sorry for Kairi Sane or for Asuka. Alright, take it, alright, Mike Lane, says Pat. We know what you feel. Same thing there. Asuka made her bed, now she's got to lie in it. Take it away now, Renee Young. Thank you, Mike Lane. I'm going to be talking with the winners of this match. Rhea Ripley. I'm going to be talking with Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai, and Hikaru Asada. Alright. Stand up! Stand up. Come on, stand up! What's wrong with dolls not staying up? Alright, Rhea Ripley. Stand up. Alright, Rhea Ripley. We saw you out there. You and your good friends, Io Shirai and Hikaru Asada, if I am saying her name right. Shit. Yeah, you saw me out there with my friend Io Shirai. Or some folks also call her Io Sky. We'll just call her Io Shirai. And yes, you happen to see me out there with another good friend of mine, Hikaru Asada, who was the first doll, the first AEW doll that we ever got. And I don't know what her end hold is. But all I know is that that Asuka and Kairi Sane, we got even for that wrong that happened to us a month ago. That even though some folks are going to say that's bloody unfair, like Wade Barrett would say, it was coming. Asuka had it coming. Kairi Sane no longer can feel sorry for her because she's choosing to do all these things. Io? Yeah, in the beginning, Renee, I thought that stand up. Stand up. Stand up. In the beginning, Renee Young, I truly, believed that Asuka was my friend. And that Asuka and Kairi were my friends. Hell, I even believed that at one time I believed that we were more than friends, that we were sisters, that it was a sisterhood. But it looks like that shift out not to be true. And now I'm sorry, but I had to get even for that. Stand up. Stand up. You, Haiku Asada? Everybody has a bind of standing up. What about you? Me? I once did have onlook for Asuka and all that she did in the toy wrestling gathering, as well as in World Wrestling Glee, but that is no longer a thing anymore. Shit! On. I still have onlook for Rhea Ripley and everything that she has done in a toy wrestling gathering, as well as for Wrestling Glee, and also for Io Shirai, who, if she wants, I can give her another match for the for the World Women's Heavyweight Winnings. What about you? Oh, that would be so great if you would do that for me. I am so onlooked for that. Well, thank you. You are welcome. You gonna be alright? Yeah, I'm be alright. None of us toys know how to stand up anymore. Well, you gonna be alright? Yeah, once I learn how to stand up again. Alright. So, yeah, once I learn how to stand up again, Renee, then I'll be alright. Alright, that's my talk with Rhea Ripley and Renee Young and Solo Sikoa, and Haku Asada and Io Shirai. Back to you, Mike Lane. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with, Rhea Ripley and oh! Yeah, you want to fall down? You talk about dolls on to stand up? Yeah, we want to stand up, and you're going to learn how to fall down. How do you like that? Fuck. Well, it looks like that's all the time we got here for Monday Night Raw and Monday Night Raw. For Mike Lane, for me, Mike Lane, Pat McAfee, and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Monday Night Raw, and we'll, see you tomorrow for. That's all the time we've got for Monday Night Raw and Monday Night Raw. Mike Lane, with Pat McAfee and Wade Barrett. We'll see you tomorrow for NXT.